try and remember the world the way it used to be, but it gets harder every day. So many different stories of defeat. So many faces of death.
The game sort of acts out before the movie, so it gives you a backstory to what's going to be played out in the movie, and we introduce a lot of characters that's going to be in the movie too. So we get to sort of describe more of their backstory and play around with them a bit more. And for Terminator buffs, it's a great thing, because then you get to sort of dig deeper into it. We actually had our concept staff on the movie for the early R&D periods. So we got really in touch with the style and everything, and then we had access to basically everyone on the movie. I mean, it's a cover-based action game, and we built it a lot around the sort of the underdog situation that you experience in the movie, of course, where the humans aren't really, they don't have much to offer. You have to really, play with your friends, AI friends, or actually cooperative, to beat your enemies and figure out how to sort of position yourself to beat them and stuff like that. Terminators sort of lose their point if you can just shoot them down, right? So we really tried to expand on that with the game mechanics and make it more interesting. More of like the T600, for example, it really becomes more and more difficult. Your team members aren't just like, stupid thing that runs around and stays, behind you or just shoots for show. They're actually, they can take out enemies themselves. So, especially with your help. So depending on your positioning and their positioning, they'll try to sort of, understand what tactic you're trying to do and then, do something that helps you out. We introduce and we sort of expand and retract the squad size all the time. And you can lose, you can lose 2 team members for periods of time, and then you get some back. And so if you don't care about them, of course you lose them, and they really give you something in combat, especially on the higher difficulties, right? So if you play hard without caring about them, of course that's going to be an issue for you. We ended up really tailoring everything for every map. So we did like a semi-dynamic solution. So instead of trying to simulate everything, we really had, hands-on, had to make everything, all the different ways a player could play a map. If you take one route, one guy will, try to, flank the enemy, maybe more aggressive than you ever thought possible, to sort of show you how you can play the game. So they're trying to show you all the time how you could also be as aggressive as, and what's possible in the game, like using different kinds of weaponry or grenades or stuff like that. We tried to focus it down on just a split screen couch play, because we felt that's what we could, make it, we could focus and polish it the most. So we don't try to make the game contain everything, because it's going to be like half-ass everything. So instead we focus it down on this good single-player campaign, and then you can play it in cooperative. Hey, the game is shipping May with the movie, and it's out for PC and the PlayStation 3 and 360.